How is everybody doing? Hope you're all well. In this video I'm going to share with you my Bruce Springsteen collection on compact disc. I've kind of always liked Springsteen, but never really listened to him that much. I think I heard the songs, you know, over the years on the radio everywhere I went, and it was only last weekend I was out shopping and I spotted this. It's the legendary 1979 Nukes concerts. So I bought that. It's 2 CDs and a DVD. I haven't watched the DVD concert yet, I must confess, but I listened to the concert and it's actually very, very good. So that was a plus for me. So this one I actually picked up in 2008. It's the Japanese miniature LP box set of the 1975 to 85 live. So I've had that for some time. I do listen to it the odd time. Then this one, which is just after arriving today. This is the album collection volume 1, 1973 to 1984. This is fantastic. I've been listening to some of the discs already and they sound absolutely fantastic. So this really is essential. It's not expensive. If you want to tie up all the early albums, to be honest, I think Tunnel of Love should have been on this, because that was from 1987 and it would have tied up the 80s as well. I have Tunnel of Love on vinyl. It's not a bad album. It just doesn't grab me like the older stuff. It would have been nice if it was in here, because then at least, you know, it's all nicely tied up in the digital domain. But this box set is incredible, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it's got a nice, easy to open format. This came inside the actual shrink. It's just got the first 7 albums, and these have been remastered back in 2014 using a thing called plangent process, and I was reading about it all weekend and it sounds very, very interesting. But the quality of these compact discs is absolutely fantastic. They sound really warm. It's like listening to vinyl, you know, except there's more detail, and it really, really sounds good, especially the older album. And yeah, it's just certainly something to listen to if you can get your ears around it at some point. It's really, really interesting. There's a way of doing it. I think that they use special software that attunes into the old analog master tape and takes some type of a pitch from it, and it constantly keeps that pitch maintained, because, you know, old tape stretch, old tape machines, there's, you know, there's wow and flutter and judder and shudder and your mother. Anyway, I don't know enough about it, but it's interesting. The first album from 1973 is called Greetings from Ashbury Park, New Jersey, and this sticks to the original LP, I'm sure. This album has Blinded by the Light on it, Growing Up, Mary Queen of Arkansas. Does This Bus Stop at 82nd Street, Lost in the Flood. The Angel, For You, Spirit in the Night, It's Hard to Be a Saint in the City. But this is really cool. That's the postcard. It's the sleeve from a Columbia record back then. Just the inner sleeve, it was advertising on the band. Here we get the generic Columbia label. All the discs are actually the same. It's yeah, you can hear lots of details in the music. So top marks for this one. Next up is The Wild, The Innocent and the E Street Shuffle. second album from 73. On here, D Street Shuffle, 4th of July, Ashbury Park, Sandy, Kitty's Back, Wild Billy's Circus Story, Incident on 57th Street, Rosalita, Come Out Tonight, New York City Serenade. Just in her sleeve here with nothing on it. But yeah, very, very nice. I love miniature vinyl. I might have said that in other videos. This is Born to Run. Here you go. This was released in 1975 originally. That's the iconic Telecaster. It's a Fender Esquire neck, I think, and somebody said that the body is a Hohner body. He's done lots of things with it over the years, but he still has it. Thunder Road is on this. It's one of his big songs. 10th Avenue Freeze Out, Night, Backstreets, Born to Run. Everybody knows that. She's the One, Meeting Across the River, Jungle Land. That's another great track as well. You gotta tell stories in the songs, especially live. E Street Band are a great band. I mean, they really are. I love Roy Bittan, the piano player in the band. He's fantastic. He plays on Making Movies by Dire Straits. The lovely flourishes at the end of the song. Next up is Darkness on the Edge of Town. I really like this album. I think I had this on cassette at some stage, but it's got Racing in the Street on it, and I love that song. The live version is fantastic as well. Badlands is on here, Adam Raised a Cane, Something in the Night, Candy's Room, Racing in the Street. It's just great song. The Promised Land, Factory, Streets of Fire, Prove It All Night, Darkness on the Edge of Town. This one has got the lyrics on a separate sheet, and there's the inner sleeve. Yeah, I love these kind of details. Absolutely fantastic. Bread and butter to obsessives like myself. This is The River. This is from 1980. This had a troubled Bert. He recorded 1 LP's worth of music, and then at the last second he decided to pull the plug on it, and he wanted to make it a double. I think the single album was going to be called The Ties That Bind. There's a lot of material on this album. Ties That Bind, Sherry Darling, Jackson Cage, Two Hearts, Independence Day, Hungry Heart, that was another big hit, Out in the Street, Crush on You, You Can Look But You Better Not Touch, I Want to Marry You, and The River. That's another classic Springsteen track. Point Blank, Cadillac Ranch, I'm a Rocker, Fade Away, Stolen Car, Ramrod, The Price You Pay, Drive All Night, Wreck on the Highway. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing The River now in its glory. There they are at the Power Station, legendary New York recording studio. Yeah, I had this on vinyl. I'd have meant to copy. I shouldn't have sold it. I got rid of it. What was I thinking? I've done a lot of silly things over the years, and that was definitely one of them. Next up is Nebraska. This was released in 1982. This was recorded on a 4-track cassette recorder, so it's actually a lo-fi album. Everything here is just Bruce's voice with acoustic and electric guitars. One of his deepest albums, I guess. The lyrics are quite deep. Nebraska, Atlantic City, Mansion on the Hill, Johnny 99, Highway Patrolman, State Trooper, Used Cars, Open All Night, My Father's House, Reason to Believe. Yeah, this is very influential. He recorded a lot of material in this time period. And funnily enough, Dancing in the Dark, or Born in the USA, I should say. A lot of these songs were reworked for this album, which was released in '84. This was his big, massive breakthrough. By 1985, he was probably one of the biggest artists on the planet. And there you go. This was a big album. I'm sure everybody would really know every song on this. Born in the USA, probably one of the most misunderstood songs of all time. It's far from patriotic, trust me. Cover Me, Darlington County, Working on the Highway, Downbound Train, and I'm on Fire. That's another great track as well. And No Surrender, Bobby Jean, I'm Going Down. Glory Days, Dancing in the Dark, that was a big hit in '84, and My Hometown. It's broke him here across the globe, in Europe especially. You can see. Look at that. Yeah, this was the big one. Also in here, in this box, there's a book with photographs, and it's semi-glossed and stuff like that. And it's fantastic. It's like a scrapbook. The problem is there's a lot of newspaper articles, but they're going to be very difficult to read unless you have a microscope. A lot of people, I was looking at reviews of this, and a lot of people were actually complaining that while it's fantastic, it's a pity that it wasn't bigger. That's Nebraska and the 4-track cassette recorder that he used. And yeah, it's very, very cool. So yeah, this is eating and drinking for fans. It really is. So that's a nice feast. So next up is Live 1975 to '85. This was released in '86. It came out on a 5 LP box set and also cassettes, and I think there was a CD in '86 as well. But this is great. This is really, really good. I think if you've nothing else, this is a great introduction. There's plenty in here for everybody. All the dates are there as well for each gig. That's just the Japanese and English lyric book. So I don't know how much I paid for this. I think it was only something like €10. I can't remember. They were getting rid of them inside in a HMV, and I think I paid, because I've always seen the fat box edition, but when I saw this, because I love miniature, each disc is just in a plastic inner, which is nice. And on this one you've got actually go through the actual dates. It's starts off in 1975, Thunder Road. Adam Ray's Cane is 78. If I start reading this, I'll be here all night. But it's the second one, second disc. The third. It's the fourth. And that's Wembley Stadium, 1985. He played in Slane Castle in 1985 in Ireland, and that was the big concert of the year. So yeah, that's a great set to have. It was 10 sides of an LP, imagine. So this is, you know, essential. It was a big deal when it came out as well. And finally, we've got the legendary 1979 No Nukes concerts. This is great. I love it. So you've got the concert. This is good. You've got a ticket, a copy of a ticket. I think the No Nukes concert was to do with nuclear power. It was kind of brought together after the 3 Mile Island incident in 1979, in which a nuclear reactor, the water pumps failed and it nearly went into a meltdown. There's a booklet here with some sleeve notes. This No Nukes concert was originally released with various artists. I think you had Tom Petty, Jackson Browne. They actually appear on a song or two here as well. And there was also Shaka Khan, I think. This is the full Springsteen set over 2 nights. So that's disc 1. And disc 2 is more rock and roll. It's just a lot of covers and stuff on that. And then there's a DVD as well, which I must get around to watching. So there. That's a really nice set. And I'm kind of happy because my complete Springsteen collection now has got no nasty jewel cases. I wish I'll put this in backwards so I don't dog ear it. I wish all my collections were like that. I just don't like jewel cases. I might have said that before. And the stock record. So there you go. So that's it. That's my Bruce Springsteen collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, press the like button. If not, so what? I don't care. Thanks for watching and take care.